My God, let's get started here. Okay. All right. It's not like Valley. How is Valley Girl Hobo related?
There's gotta be good. There's gotta be freaking hobos in the valley too. They're like rich hobos.
Valley Hobo.
Yeah, they fucking just live in a simple like car with a 2-car garage, and they only own 2 cars. They're like they're the rich hobos, but they're ghetto for the valley.
You know what? That's my new name here, Valley Hobo. All right. So speaking of rich hobo beers, we're drinking hobo beers tonight. So we're gonna take the high gravity lagers, the cheap high ABV stuff that usually it's the one guy comes in at 10 a.m. and the liquor store opens and buys a handful of, and then takes it home, and that's his day. So yeah, we're doing those beers today. We don't want to glorify being having a drinking problem, but these are the beers that if we want to keep drunk, these are what?
It's not a problem if you don't go to meetings.
That's right.
Well, it's only the meetings that tell you it's a problem.
All right, so let's get started. Starting with the first person who showed up tonight, which is actually Greg. Hi, Greg.
That's wild, isn't it? I'm doing all right. So my LCBO, my local LCBO that I could walk to or bike to, but I don't because I'm an adult and I have a car and I drive the minute and a half it takes me to get there, much like Radar, except I don't do it drunk. It's perfect for the hobos in our community because it's in a mall, a little bit of a shady mall, some stuff going on at the other end there. It's 2-for-1 pizza. You don't trust a mall with a 2-for-1 pizza in it. And then you just walk back half a kilometer. You got a nice park with a nice river, a nice bridge, and that's where the hobos like to go. They come back, and they're not actually hobos. They're just alcoholics hiding it from their family. They like to come back to the park. They like to drink under the bridge. If you actually walk just along the river, I'm not sure what it is about this spot, but if there's a spot where you walk along the river, and I know this because I used to walk my dogs there, and there's just tons of beer cans. Like I'm talking probably 100 beer cans and bottles and all that stuff. So that seems to be just a really popular place right by the river where you can watch the ducks, drink a beer, hide it from your family, and then move on with your day. So I really feel that like in the heart of mostly white bread Mississauga, it's like we've got a very nice small little alcoholics pretending to be hobo community. So I'm going with that. Now I will say the number one thing I see people buying there when I go there, almost inevitably, especially if I go right around time where construction workers are getting off 3:30. Always see a guy come in, grab a couple Sparkle Puffs. Those seem to be the new hobo beers. Those are like the fancy hobo beers. Well, if you actually look at the price, they're not that much different than a Fax 10% or a Crest 10%. They're all around the same price. And hey, if you like a little bit of hops, but you still want to get drunk, grab a couple Sparkle Puffs or grab a couple Space Age Sunshines. Boom, you're having a good time. And you're a hobo with pinky up because that's fancy shit. But anyways, I did not decide to go that high route. I could have gone that way and just got a nice combo of I think Sparkle Puffs.
That would technically speaking count, I guess, if it's something you see.
Why not? Why not? It's similar. It's only a couple cents more than a Fax 10% or whatever. Really, it's why not? If you like hops, but you still want to get buzzed at whatever time in the morning, why the hell not? Lee is the littlest hobo. Well, that's nice of you to call her a dog.
Not the dog. He did say, "I'm not the dog."
Oh, I didn't read the whole comment.
I would say that there's a voice that keeps on calling me to a place where I'll always be.
Oh, you actually know the theme song to that song. To that show. I don't. But
maybe tomorrow.
I want to settle down.
Maybe tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
I didn't even know Lady Lee was
every step I make a new friend.
I used to watch the show my grandma's house. So anyways, I did decide to bring some beers, but in the spirit of things, I kind of agree with Nick. I mean, again, Sparkle Puff, Space Age Sunshine, nothing wrong with them. Totally fine if those are your hobo beers of choice. I feel the interest of things. I wanted to do something else. So, first of all, I knew what Lady Lee was going to bring, or I suspect what she's going to bring. So, of course, I brought these two twins just to come on out and just to make an appearance. But But I did want to try to find something else. I didn't want to just retread old ground. So, and I did find something. Now, admittedly, price to alcohol ratio, well, I guess price to amount of liquid ratio, not quite as good as the canned beers, but I'd say this is still pretty good. The only caveat being you have to be a hobo with a way to open a bottle, which really is not that difficult to open a bottle, even if you just smash the fucking top of it, you don't give a shit. But anyways, I saw this. So it is Schloss Eggenberg Urbach 23 degree pale pale double Bock, and it comes in at a pretty healthy 9.6% alcohol by volume. Ooh. And it was under $4. So I feel it is a reasonable hobo compromise that you could enjoy this as a hobo. Maybe not your best alcohol per buck, but you want to treat yourself. You made a little extra. You got a few extra empties that you got to turn in for some money at the beer store. Treat yourself. Why not? You deserve this.
Give yourself a weapon after.
So this is yeah. Wow. See, you're thinking ahead. So you get a free weapon out of this. So the value is there.
The value is absolutely you get a knife. There you go.
Yeah. Well, just remember, before you drink it, break the top off here. Drink it. Don't cut yourself. And then when the other hobo comes at you for it, then you smash the other end.
That's when you smash the bottle.
Yeah, that's when you take them on. So there you go, a weapon. But I will be giving my thoughts on my impartial thoughts on what I think between Crest and facts, and we will see if my opinion remains the same about them. But I want to just do something different. So here we go. And I've never had this before, so I have no clue if it's good or not. It's probably amazing.
All right.
Greg's becoming bi tonight.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be,
it's a shame Rob's in North Bay watching Reacher.
Watching Reacher, man.
I like how all of you guys are like gay for Rob when you get drunk.
That's right.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
I just wish Rob was straight for us when he got drunk.
I don't know if that would work.
I don't know either, but it is. That's before I get into the 10%. Oh, by the way, I'm just having the last remnants of what was this? This is a Lagunitas IPA, so nice 6.5%. Just to get the night lubricated.
You said lube.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
All right. That in mind, we'll leave you that with that mental image of Greg. So let's move on over to Lady Lee. Hi, Lee. How you doing today?
My beers were chilling for a little bit because we went for dinner and then we're in the car. So they're staying in the fridge a little longer before I pull them out. But Greg showed them off, so I don't really need to show them. I can show the cans after. But I am doing Crest and Facts.
Your cans are always better to show.
Crest and Facts.
Yeah.
Crest Super 10, Facts 10%.
Yeah, I did not grab a third Hobo beer because I don't think my body could handle that.
Probably not.
We're going to find out if mine can.
I don't drink too much in general, so I don't have a high tolerance. So this is enough for me to enjoy my night.
To wet your whistle.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, but we had a nice big meal. We went for sushi, so.
Oh, that's a change of pace for you.
I know. We usually go once a week. That's our thing. We'd go for like a little date thing. We go for sushi because we like it. And then I was gone for 3 weeks, and now we're like trying to catch up. Like.
So you did sushi 3 times in a day.
Yeah, he said.
Wow.
Rob just said he's been owed date nights because we do like a once a week date night when we go for dinner. It's usually sushi.
Over date night. OD'd.
I sort of assume Rob probably had some friends he could tag in for date nights.
No. Date nights are for us. Date nights are special. Date nights. I get it. It's social media. Wink, wink.
Unless you're in Toronto.
I can't actually wink very well.
I think the one eye. The other one's not very good.
One eye trouser snake.
Mind you, the reflection from the camera into the glasses or the thing. Like it's
I can do it, but I'm like scrunching my whole face to wink. I'm like, can't just do the eye.
Yeah, I got to do like the mouth open. I'm like, to wink.
Yeah, I'm literally fucking Agatha in fucking that Marvel show.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yes, I feel the same way.
Agatha all along.
I can't just
One
wink like,
division.
casually. It's not a secret wink. I always have to like. My facial expressions are there. There's nothing secret about it. But yeah, that's it. Facts and Crest.
All right.
They're battling it out tonight again.
Facts and Crest. Lee is double fisting 10% beers.
They have to listen. They have to battle it out. The winner must be chosen.
I mean, they are the kind of the ultimate in Ontario, the ultimate combatants in the 10% spheres.
I mean, I can tell you right now that like the Fax has way less head. Like I poured them basically equally as aggressively, and you can see which one is headier. So
when did the can get so big? Like I feel like it was last time we had
it. They added 20% more for your value.
Did they really? Did they actually have 20%?
Yeah. Look at that.
I know that I heard like the Fax cans got bigger. They were like, I think they were like 4 or something before. Now they're 500s.
I don't know if any laws or anything have changed recently in Ontario, but it seems a lot of the beer brands now have come out with their like Bone Shaker has their jumbo sized cans and stuff. It's like, I don't know if that was a container that wasn't popular or wasn't supposed to be in the LCBO before or something, but yeah, it seems the last year they've become more popular. And it's always with the beers that are already, you probably don't need more of them, but why not?
I just couldn't believe it. I think the last time I was just as shocked. I'm pretty sure I remember this, but it's still like you look at the Crest can and you look at the Fax 10 can, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like this thing is huge. Like it's
to be fair, one of them is a Viking, so
yeah, it's got to be bigger.
So yeah, Greg can hold those up again.
Hold them up, Greg.
All right.
Yeah, I was just looking at the ANBL website. Apparently, I can get the Fax Premium, like their standard lager, which is 5% in those big cans, but not the Fax 10s. Still in the 473s here. But I mean, considering how much beer you get, that's cheap. It's 0% non-alcoholic.
Yeah, Fax 0% is the best one. It's great. I'll be honest, I mean, this one says it has 20% more, and I'm sure it probably does when you actually, I mean, okay, yeah, the can's fatter too when you look at it from the bottom. Because I was going to say, it doesn't look like 20% more beer, but when you actually look at it from the top, the Fax can is very clearly fatter. So, all right, Fax, you win this round.
So speaking of fatter, let's go over to me for a second here.
You're not fatter, you're skinnier.
I'm not as fat as I used to be, that's for sure. I have something here that if you guys could get it in Ontario, unfortunately, we just found out you can't. But if you could, this would be a contender for said crown of 10% beers, because I've got a can of Molson Dry 10.1% ABV. It showed up in here in New Brunswick a few months ago. I'm getting my history of this, but I don't really have much history, so I might as well just describe it now.
Just AI that shit.
Yeah, I could give you AI description. No, it showed up in New Brunswick not too long ago, like a few months ago. But I know I've seen this in Quebec, in like either the cans or like in Quebec used to be like able to get like 1 liter or 1.8 liter, 8.9 liter bottles, brown bottles full of this 10.1 stuff and in multiple varieties. So there was like this and a Labatt Blue Dry and a Molson Export you can get in brown bottles. And I know I've seen this before, never had it, been interested in trying it, not desperate enough to do so. So like finally this showed up here in a 4-pack, so I bought some, and that's I'm bringing this. I'm wondering if this could be a true contender to compete with the likes of Fax 10 and Crest Super, because I think Crest Super is British, Fax 10 is Danish, this is Canadian, so I'm bringing the Canadian competition to this. I'm even drinking it out of my. I've been drinking it for a couple of minutes now. Drinking it my vintage Molson Canadian glass.
My Fax has a very good head, so I think it might be your head that's not your
Yeah,
cans.
yeah. My Fax's head is mostly
I poured
done.
mine. I
I
mean,
poured mine fairly daintily, and I still got a lot of Fax on.
see,
I still got a lot of head on the crest.
I get a reasonable head out of this.
I'm glad you're good.
Greg. Rob said that I'm sure Greg's head game is perfectly fine.
Not bad. Depends on your equipment, though. I'm not equally versed in different tactics.
All right, so let's circle back around and we'll get the histories of these beers. Because I know Greg has a history of whatever. Well, actually, I don't think you do have a history of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, with these two I've had many times. They've probably been brought on various other Hobo nights. This one, which I'm actually going to drink, I've literally not taken a sip yet, so you're prepare for history. That's history in the making right there. That's my very first sip of Eggenberg Urbach. And, yeah, history is being made. And,
I picked
Very
two obnoxious glasses.
Wait, you said this is facts?
All right, let's go over to Laylee. And she can
I
tell
feel
us
there's
all
some sort of argument going on
I think these beers have become
No,
like cult classic heroes for her.
I was telling Rob I literally grabbed the most obnoxious glasses for the beers tonight.
You
So
should.
this is Fax in this lovely mug here.
Yeah?
And then this is Crest in this lovely.
Those are perfect glasses.
Yeah, garden glass. That's a huge. That's either a huge glass or you just make it look huge.
It is a huge glass. Please understand that it is a huge glass. Like you compare it to the can, it's a big glass. Like it's a thick.
That's why Lady Lee was so. That's why Lady Lee was so popular at the restaurant. Your pints always looked bigger when she was carrying them.
I love the fact that Lady Lee put the can next to it so we could actually see truly for scale how big that glass is.
It needs two hands.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
I've already done my history for this from the last time we did it. Basically, for whatever reason, Greg and I just do a Crest and Fax off. That's it.
Fax on, fax off.
For whatever reason, we're like, cool, let's grab two fucking crazy beers with high ABV that we found. Because I did the Crest the first time. And you're like, I prefer Fax. And then we did Fax, and I was like, I prefer Crest. So now we just battle it out every time. That's all it is. Like, literally, this is just battle. Like a random. It's just, yeah, it's probably gonna happen again. We'll probably be like, cool, let's just get fucked again. Like, fuck.
Yeah. I do need a water to cleanse my palate between these delicious products, though.
Oh my god. You should just join. You can just be right here and join.
He can join and not be on camera. Like, you can just do what Jamie fucking does and just, like, literally just talk and not be on camera.
I know. You could totally do that. You could sit right beside me. You're not right beside me. He keeps commenting about the beers.
He's just upset because you have two hands on the beer and you don't have any extra hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's my history. This is just a battle that happens for the fun of it. It seems to be a regular occurrence now of Fax and Crest. Whoever wants to join us one year can totally join us, but no one seems to want to or can get them.
Well, I can tell you if Nick's beer shows up at the LCBO, it'll show up at the next Hobo battle because it must be the Hobo battle must be decided.
Likewise for Greg's beer.
My biggest issue is like trying to get something high ABV around here is not as easy. Like I haven't seen too much because yeah, it's even like it's hard to get stouts even. I haven't looked in a while though, but I remember last time I was looking, we were talking about doing Hobo beers, and I was looking at something different that was high ABV, and I didn't find much. Like I didn't.
There's not too many stouts usually available, especially high ABV ones. And I was actually telling Nick before you showed up, I actually need to check the beer store, which I didn't bother to do this time. But I figure the beer store might have a few options. Like they have Colt 45, which is not super high ABV. I think it's only 8 or 8.5, but. It's kind of a classic malt liquor Hobo beer, so it's they got to have a few options at least. But
there wasn't too much available. I bought these at the beer store because LCBO didn't have Crest anymore. Before they didn't have Fax 10%. Then now they have Crest. So.
Well, I was actually chatting with Chad now, who I think is, I can't remember. I think he's in Manitoba or something now. And I was talking to him about doing Hobo night tonight. And he's like, oh, and he listed off all these beers that he's like, I'm like, I don't think these are available in Ontario. He's like, no, they're just available in my province. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's more for us. Yeah. History's done. That's my history.
All right. I pretty much already described my history in explaining the beer when I started. I kind of wanted to bring this beer, Atlas 12, but I'd already done it on one of these malt liquor BA 101 BYOB nights. And I was like, that's like the ultimate in high ABV cheap beer. I think it's like only like $4 a can, and you get like a 12% beer. But because I did it before, I was like, okay, I want to do something different. And then they have like these in a 4-pack for $16, and it was only like one, and there's only a handful of ANBLs that have alcohol and Brunswick that have these in 4-packs left. They're like $16 for a 4-pack of 10.1% beer. Like, think about that. That's $16 for 4 cans of this shit, which are guaranteed to get you fucked up. That is a cheap drunk in today's standards. Like like I remember, like it used to be the Fax 10. In fact, like you could buy, like, say this is like $4 a can. Fax 10 is $4 a can, and even at today's obnoxious beer prices, this is not bad price.
I think Fax 10 is more than that. Granted, the Fax 10 can is bigger than that. That's a tall boy, I assume, right?
Yeah, 500 ml can, I think. 473.
Okay.
473.
Okay, so it's a standard tall boy. Yeah, let's see what current prices on Fax are. So Fax Extra Strong is $4.35. Now, granted, it is 561 milliliters, so it's a little bit bigger than your can. But again, $4 for 10.1%. That's not terrible at all. Technically, you're getting 0.1% more than I'm getting with the Fax.
There's our prices right. $3.98 for a Fax 10, and Fax Premium.
So your Fax 10 is cheaper, but you get the old regular tall boys.
Yeah, like I'd love to be able to get your big can, because your big can's $5.68, isn't it?
$5.68 it is, indeed. And then Crest Super Lager is $4.25. So again, it's slightly cheaper than the Fax, but you get a regular old tall boy. Whereas, I mean, definitely it's hard to argue bang for buck. The Molson Dry is a pretty good value.
Yeah, $16 for, well, the page isn't loading right, but it's $16 for the 4-pack, and that's for $15.99. That's a pretty good deal. Guy is in the Facebook chat saying he can get it for $15, and he's in Quebec. So
yeah, you should have driven to Quebec. Then you could have saved yourself $1.
Right. I won't get into the flavors of it. Do I have a history on this? No, I have a history that's about maybe a third of this can, because this Molson Canadian glass is not big enough to hold the whole can, and now I've dumped the entire can into this glass. So
I mean, your history is that you were a good friend to Scott, and you gave him one, and then he betrayed you by not showing up on the show.
Scott, well, to be fair, I told him we're gonna do it on BA 101 some night, and then the LCBO betrayed us by not actually stocking this beer.
I mean, I suspect it'll be available in the future, so it's not. I suspect.
I would actually go check the beer store, see if you guys can get it.
No, online it's not listed on the beer store either. So as long as it is Molson Dry, right? Because Molson Dry
10.1.
Yeah, both LCBO and beer store have 5.5 and 8.5, but they don't have 10.1. So,
well, I mean, if we can't get it, I'll just come and drink it. I just have
or age it and save it for next Hobo night, because we're gonna do one of these next year too.
Right. All right. Looks at some comments here. SCN9322 is saying, sounds like a cocktail of cheap beer plus a couple of shots of vodka.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
vodka, but we could always just make a Boilermaker with some mellow corn.
you should do it, Nick.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
Even lately, he's like, "Yep."
After a second beer, Nick, we'll ask you what you think about that idea.
Could always put some of the Rapture, the Deep.
Nah, use the mellow corn.
Moonshine. Yeah, this is still more flavor.
I thought that was a rum. Okay, moonshine. Yeah, you can use that to make a.
You'd make a Boilermaker with some rum.
I think we need to just keep encouraging Nick to have more of the 10.1s until he decides to make a Boilermaker and then hate himself tomorrow.
Yes, Ian says, I would like to see Quebec take charge of LCBO. You know what? That would be awesome. Like, we actually, like, it's not that the LCBO does bad for itself.
They don't have a lot of Quebec products. I'd like to see way more Quebec beers in fucking the LCBO. Like
Quebec makes some fucking awesome beers. How come we don't see much of it here in New Brunswick or in Quebec? Or in Ontario?
It probably has
the next province over. Why don't we get some of their awesome shit here?
It probably has to do with bullshit dick measuring contest between the English and the French and stuff. We always have to
fuck your Langue Française like rules shit. Just bring some fucking beer. Because there's a lot of beers in Quebec that are awesome. Like, it's like all the awesome pit caribou stuff. I would love to get some of that here.
It's like what's the new thing? Like all the provinces now can like trade beer across borders except Quebec. It's like, well, Quebec's kind of the one province I want to get beer from, so fuck you guys. I'm like, I feel most of the other provinces just make a lot of stuff like Ontario does.
Naufrageur, Tout de Ciel. Like, there's a bunch of breweries in Quebec that I would love to regularly get some stuff from.
But again, fucking Michigan and Buffalo are both some of the biggest beer producing states. And I know now we're not friends with the US, but even before that happened, there's some of the biggest beer producing states in the US, probably among the world. And how much shit do we get from Michigan? Nothing. Almost nothing from them. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, you go into a Michigan, a fucking hole in the wall corner store, and they've got probably about 300 different varieties of beer.
Oh yeah, like I remember going over with Chris to visit Joe and seeing the IGA or whatever the grocery store was over there on the other side of the border. And they had like a mind-numbing beer selection in a fucking grocery store.
Especially when you go to a proper liquor store in Michigan, it's fucking mind-blowing how much they have, and they have like half the floor space of an LCBO and how much they cram in there. It's kind of fucking amazing. So
that's wild, the difference between Canadian and American liquor stores, because the liquor commission here has got such a big Americans are just French Canadians but worse.
Wow,
that's right. I mean, really, they just don't speak any other language than English.
They don't speak English, they speak American. All right. Let's get some facts 10% action going here.
I'm drinking a bit of a Glencairn glass. Wow.
It's so I can get the bouquet of flavors.
Bouquet of crest from it. You're drinking that. I thought you were drinking that Eisbock there, or that Urbach.
I'm drinking that too. I'm drinking that out of my double Tempest glass because that's fancy. But, you know, Facts and Crest, they deserve the best. So
you're the best around.
That should be like real fancy and just be like, I should just be like gargling this and like spitting it like a classy fella.
Wow, you just spit it into a bucket next to this beer.
Spittoon.
Yeah. All right, we got the facts. I feel both the Facts and the Crest right now are still a little too cold to really get their full flavor, so I'm kind of just enjoying them. So this is the Crest now.
The Mars are a little on the warmer side. They didn't get as cool as I wanted them.
Yeah, no, mine have been in the fridge for several hours. So
it's so interesting because like they're super similar products, but they have very distinct tastes.
I mean, I feel for their intended purposes. If you handed one to a hobo, you handed the other to a hobo, I don't think either one of them would be upset at you.
I think we're really happier with this one because there's more in it.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not paying for it, yeah, they want to go with the one with more because why would you not?
Yeah. I think they're the same price, aren't they?
You're paying for it with the money you panhandle.
Yeah, but it's only this is only like 10%. Sorry, 10 cents more. So I'd say for 20% more beer, it's probably worth the value.
Yeah. I would say this would be the winner if you were picking and choosing, like being on a tight budget. I needed to get fucked up.
Now remember, Fox 10%. I mean, when we did this a couple of years ago, due to the last few governments in Ontario we've had, beer prices have slowly crept up while they try to trick us with other things. So I mean, I remember Fox 10% was in the $2 range. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like $2.75 a can or $2.85 a can. So I mean, that was a real good value for a Hobo beer. Like, fuck, under $5, grab two of them, or around, okay, let's say under $6, grab two of them. That's a value. That's a value there. I mean,
even
it's still a good
more.
Yeah, it's still a good price, but yeah, it wasn't 20% more than, but still, it was a tall boy. So I mean, that was a real good value. I mean, especially if again, you don't have a lot of money. You're just like, I want to get drunk. Here's a couple bucks I made. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, now it's more expensive, and that's why I actually say, like, if you're somebody who, now again, I'm gonna generalize here and probably assume somebody who's just looking to get shit faces may not really care whether their beer is hoppy or tasty or whatever. But if you are, if you're basically a closet alcoholic like all of us are, then I mean, yeah, I mean, I could absolutely see, like, no, you're not in the closet, okay. I could absolutely see how fucking the Flying Monkeys products would be excellent, excellent things, because you got Space Age Sunshine, which is like 11.7%, and that's fucking $5 something, and then Sparkle Puff is still in the fucking $4 range, so not a bad value at all.
Not a bad value at all. They're keeping up with the competition.
I literally once walked. Again, I was shopping at my beer aisle, looking at my different things. And a guy just walked in, and he grabbed. There was like a tray of, I think it was Sparkle Puff, may have been Space Age, but anyways, one or the other. By the way, you ever go to the LCBO? You buy one of each of those. Make sure they charge you individually, because what they always do is they double scan the Space Age. You're like, all right, we scanned two of them. No, they're different beers. The Sparkle Puff's cheaper. You scan the other one and don't double charge me, because you're going to charge me too much for it. They do that every fucking time because the cans look so goddamn similar.
Yeah.
I don't even blame them for it. They look at it quickly and they're like, oh, it's the same beer. Scan. I'm like, if you do the cheaper one, I'm going to zip my mouth. But if you do the more expensive one, I demand my 50 cents back.
It is
ma'am.
Also, Scott, why the fuck are you not here?
Right.
Is Scott in the chat?
Yeah, Scott's
He said, out of anyone here, I was the closest Hobo to y'all. Well, yeah, I mean, he was literally.
Scott, you have a Hobo beer. Come join us. You literally have the same beer Nick has.
He has one of these. It's just not cold.
That's even
Drink
better.
it warm. Drink it warm. That's the proper Hobo way.
Yeah,
get on here, Scott. Your family doesn't need you functional.
They can't get this in Ontario, so you're open to drink this whenever you want.
Be on the show. Join us.
Yeah, be on the show. Let us know.
I know
We're in the warm part
Scott's excellent at being a socialite. So,
well, yeah, Scott can.
I mean, he did pretty good tonight talking to my other cycling group, because we went to and had a. Give me a few. Just finished supper. Yeah. Okay.
Inhale.
Yeah. We went. We did me and Scott went for a ride tonight. At the same night where I normally do my Wednesday night group rides, and we ran into my group ride tonight at the brewery that we normally stop at.
You were cheating on them.
Yeah, well, no, I stopped. We stopped in, waited for them, and we ended up having a beer together. And me and Scott, they got to meet Scott. So, but Scott, of course, Scott's like a side chick. No, Scott is like. Scott like gets along with everybody. He's the introvert. He's the extrovert kind of guy. He's like he's the guy that gets along with just about everybody.
He almost got to bang my sister-in-law, and by that I mean he
You're
propositioned her and she
right.
and she
If
didn't
she
slap
wasn't
him. So
such a fucking prude, she probably would have banged him.
I like how you have an eye closed right now. Like that's telling. What's the
Me
one eye
or
closed?
Greg.
I did that.
Greg is both eyes. Greg,
That-
he's just like,
Greg's like both eyes are closed when he's trying
I was
to.
gonna say, are you making fun of me because
I'm
I had a stroke? Fuck you.
I'm like at the point where like, okay, I close one
Number
eye
one
because
eye.
I can't control the lazy eye. That's when I start to get drunk.
You have a lazy eye. I didn't know you had a lazy eye.
What? I have a lazy eye?
Yeah, normally I can tell when somebody has a lazy eye. I just thought you had a pervy eye that one was always looking at tits.
One's looking at Lady Lee's cleavage.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that's your pervy eye.
My cleavage.
Oh shit!
The one's looking at
Oh shit! Oh,
You don't even have a
Show us-
low cut shirt on. Like,
show us your neck.
Rob said
show
he
us
doesn't
your
have to be
neck.
paying the
I
money.
can see your ankle.
Oh, we did see her ankle earlier when she had a chipmunk on it. So
Yeah, we
Not
did.
Yeah, I
naughty.
We
took a
did.
picture of it. I sent the one picture.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Stop sending the
oh. Hey, you give me the OnlyFans links, I'll give you the $20 a month. You haven't sent me the link yet.
Oh
Perfect.
shit!
We're in this economy, absolutely, please.
In this
We need the
economy,
money. Our poor house needs it.
in this dichotomy.
I was on the trail yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. I was on gravel trail, so Nick style. And a lady and her husband, kind of elderly couple, but not crazy old, probably like in their 50s or something, maybe early 60s, I don't know. And they're riding by, and lady just riding by with her fucking low cut thing, and she's on like a gravel bike, and just her titty just fucking hang out. I'm like, this is fantastic. That husband's gonna have a good time. And the best part is because we did the loop opposite, I got to see her on the other end. I'm like, yeah, hi, I missed you. I'm like, your husband's
Another round of titty.
your husband.
There's women who wear shirts. When I see them walking,
Women
I can
wear
tell they're not wearing
shirts?
bras.
What?
And they got really big breasts. And they're wearing
Oh,
tiny
yes.
shirts. And I'm like, I just don't understand, one, the comfiness of it, because like when you're bigger chested, having bouncy tits isn't the most comfortable thing. And two, like the trust that you have in that shirt, like they're usually like either they're like really low or they're buttoned or something. Like there's so much trust that's going on there to like keep you covered. It baffles me. It's fine. Like absolutely do it. Like
I feel like this lady maybe just didn't give that much. Like again, she was a bit older, so it felt like she was big chested, but they were also kind of a little droopy. Which nothing against that, but I'm like, it was quite a view, and I got to ride by her twice, and I'm just like, I guarantee you, your husband's gonna be wanting to help you when it's like, oh honey, you probably need a shower after this sweaty bike ride. Let me hold these for you.
Yeah, just not for me.
I mean, I kind of say that because Agnes has a broken foot right now. I help her. She's mostly self-sufficient, but I help her a little bit with showering now and then. And I always offer to hold her boobs for her as she's walking. It's like, because it's weight off
I'll
her.
hold these for you.
It's weight off her foot. So, I hold the
I
boobs
feel like
for her
you
as she
offer no matter
walks.
what. Like it could be like she's just yawning and you're like, oh, you look tired. Let me hold your boobs up.
I hold them for her, and then sometimes I hold her butt for her as well because I don't want any extra weight on her foot because it's part of the healing process. So I really need to try extra hard to make her life easy.
I get it. Rob does the same. He makes my life more convenient.
And you don't even have a broken foot, so Rob is preparing in case you ever have a broken foot. He's a real good. Rob is a real good man because he's preparing for potential disaster one day.
I can't see his face, and I'm just waiting for reactions, and I cannot see his face. He's playing Valheim right now. I think he
was watching Reacher.
He just finished the episode.
Mm.
He paused because we're doing the show. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
the littlest hobo. The hobo's
No, that's the largest hobo.
the largest hobo.
I mean, he's the only one that actually lives in a trailer park, so part of the time.
You're not wrong.
Oh, he put it in a bag too. That's classy.
Oh, he's
So is this the beer I gave you, Scott? All right.
Oh man. Terrible.
I'm actually kind of excited by this because I took a drink of this and I thought, oh, man, I want to see Scott's reaction.
Hey, Hey, Scott, how's it going today?
Technically, it's a lager.
It
I'm going through
is
the process.
technically.
How's it going? It's
How's
going.
it going today?
It's going.
And what
I
beer
got
do
a
you have
haircut.
for us today?
Oh,
Hobo
that's
beer.
very nice.
What hobo
Get a
beer do you
buzz
have for
cut.
us today?
Same one as Nick.
And what's your
Scott
history with
has
it?
Scott has the same beer as
Scott's
I
being
do.
an antisocial hobo.
I'm shocked at the taste of this beer.
What is your history with the beer?
What's
Oh,
your history with it? Have you ever had it before?
Oh no, I have not had this beer before. I don't think I
Also,
have.
nice haircut.
Thank you.
It's very nice. You can set your time to that haircut.
No, I didn't get the the flat top this time.
I don't know. I'd say that's a very it's a very well done haircut. Like it's like it's a very very dependable haircut.
I have
Like, it's not
I have
Nick's.
a
Nick's
really
hair is-
good barber.
Nick's hair is all over the fucking place. Your hair dependable.
I have a really good barber. I've been going to him for like 13 years.
Wow.
Anyway,
What's this at? Is that Brickyard Barbers or Brick?
no, he
City?
moved out. He moved out from that. He owns his own shop now.
Are you talking about what's his name?
Steve.
Steve. No, I'm not thinking Steve. I'm thinking
Fuck you, Steve.
the one that oh shit. Mike, I'm thinking Mike Rogers.
Yeah.
So another guy. Different guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, you got his hair. Did you get his? I brought my whole wedding party.
Yeah.
To his old shop.
Yeah, it was
Steve
Brick
is the one
City.
who got my hair.
To get to for everyone to get haircuts.
The
Wow.
day when like the morning before your wedding, we all went for haircuts at Brick City Barbers.
Wow.
And I remember Mike Rogers giving me a haircut.
Yeah.
And I've gone back to him since, but I haven't gone back to him in a while because it's always so expensive and it's hard to find.
Yeah.
Was it a good haircut, Nick?
Oh, he gives a great haircut.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. Okay. So here's a bit. Here's a bit. When the day you get married, all the ladies, they go to somewhere and they all get dolled up and da 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 da, right?
Yeah, they all go get their vaginas waxed.
We did that as
together.
dudes.
Never.
Right? But dudes don't have a place to go. They just kind of float. So I say,
Yeah. I got to change to my tuxedo while the father of the bride of the other bridal party was taking a shit in the stall next to me because I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed into the bridal suite that I paid for.
Right.
Motherfuckers.
So here's what I did. Why don't you, as the groom and your groomsmen, go to a barbershop, rent the barbershop for the morning or whatever, have a couple beers, like close the barbershop, have a couple beers, everyone gets a haircut, and then you just go off to the wedding, wherever it is later on.
Well,
We didn't drink any beers though.
so counterpoint, Scott. I fucking can't stand getting a haircut unless I can have a shower directly afterwards because all the little hairs are around me. So unless I had access to a shower right after that haircut, you can go fuck yourself, good sir. Because I will not have a haircut. Like the second I get out of a haircut, I try not to move much in the car because I don't want to get hair around. I immediately drive home. When I used the barber, it was like 2 minutes from my house. Same plaza as the LCBO. I would immediately get out of the car, run to the shower, wash myself off. I would not have any of that bullshit.
And that's fine because don't get in your tux while you're getting your haircut. You still have like time between the haircut and getting in your tux. Take a shower and then get in your tux.
Yeah, I would have to have a shower, but again, as a groomsman, do all the groomsmen have access to a shower? Like, it's kind of one of those like,
Well,
I feel
do something like didn't we have like a shower we had access to and when we did, Scott?
So
I know we had access to a place where we could get changed before we went to your wedding.
Yeah.
Rob,
Out in like Belle Isle or something.
Rob was telling me that for his friend's wedding, they went to his barbershop and there was, what'd you say? There was pool tables, arcades. There was a masseuse there. And did you have showers? Yeah, there were showers there.
how much were the happy endings?
I don't know. Probably an extra like 100, 200, depending on what you're asking for.
Oh wow!
Is that
I thought it'd be like $5 extra.
Oh goodness, no!
I
You
didn't
need
know there was a
ending
happy ending
start
involved with
paying
Scott's wedding.
them. Sorry, Scott. What'd you say?
Is that before the wedding or after the wedding?
Before.
It was before the wedding.
Then it's perfectly legal.
It was like a bridal suite, but
But
yeah,
for-
the gentleman could get ready.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not married yet. You should just. It's not cheating.
I'm trying to give Rob some ideas, but I think he's already have the ideas.
We have
I
a
think he's
plan,
got this handled.
and I plan on
Literally.
doing it on a very tight budget because I don't believe in getting fucking broke after a wedding. And I don't like most of the traditional wedding stuff.
We
so-
tried to do our wedding on a budget. It still cost us 40 grand. So there you go.
I am entirely limiting the guest list. I don't care who gets mad at me. I'm gonna be brutal with it. Like I'm literally gonna be brutal, and people start crying with me. I'm like, I don't give two fucks. Like I really.
Well,
don't.
we actually picked. So the venue we had, there was separate floors, and one floor required 250 guests. The floor we chose, which actually was kind of the better floor anyway, for various reasons. Oh, we only required 150 guests, and we're like, we can do that. We ended up with about 150 something guests.
My plan is like 20.
Yeah, it because they were like, I cannot get 250 guests, and then you end up having to pay for all the plates of the people that you don't get. So I'm like, I don't know 250 people. Like there are not 250 people that wish me well. So
You know 250 people, but wish you well is a different story.
now I will say when it came to gifts, we basically broke even. Once we got all the gifts and all that stuff done, we basically broke even. So it was like fine. But again, my mom is very, very fucking calculating because she knows all the guests, all the people that she went to their wedding, gave their kids gifts. So she's like, you need to invite this person, this person, this person. And surprise, surprise, all the fucking people we need to invite I've met once in my life, but they're rich. So, this person gave me $1,000 wedding gift. Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's my plan. Everyone who's out of country, really far away, and a lot of money, I'll invite them.
Lady Lee. So you know what I did for my food was I got I know a guy who's an army chef, and I just went and got a crap ton of chicken and just like Costco salads, and the guy barbecued chicken for me on the barbecue.
That's awesome.
That sounds kind of fucking amazing right now.
I
After
love that
about
idea. I
10%
actually really love that idea.
I want some
It was
barbecue chicken.
barbecue chicken.
Yeah, we
it
were
was
talking about that.
Costco salads. It was Costco desserts. Like we spent for 120 guests. I think we spent like $2,000 tops, and they
That's
could
not
go
bad.
back for extra chickens or whatever, right?
The only issue, and this is a very specific Greg issue, is for whatever reason, whatever seasoning Costco uses on their hot dogs and their chicken gives me really bad diarrhea. So it wouldn't work for me at my wedding.
No.
If it was from
I got raw
Costco.
chicken. I got raw chicken.
Okay, so it wasn't like the Costco branded like fucking like seasoned chicken or whatever. Okay, then it's fine. Yeah, because
And no hot
whatever
dogs.
reason, yeah, no Costco hot dogs. Well, if it's a Costco spice, I don't know what the fuck they put on that thing, but their rotisserie chicken, their hot dogs, no, not for me. I mean, not unless I have access,
In that thing.
not unless I have access to a toilet and many hours to spend myself. So
No, yeah. So the dude, it was Bill Clerk, right? The dude knows how to cook for
Bill,
an army, right? So he just fucking put it all together. And then I got a couple of ladies from my church, the church group or whatever, and then gave the group like $500.
we know about church groups.
For your church, was that with Welch's grape juice?
Yeah. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like they
Like
served,
March
and then I'm like, after, and it was just like random, and like the guy did also baked potatoes on the barbecue, right?
That's awesome.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't even remember the dinner at your fucking wedding, man.
I feel like
That's kind
Nick
of
was
the idea
Nick
we're
was
going for.
annihilated.
Like, I don't want to do.
I
anything
probably was
fancy. I wanna do
annihilated
bare
that
bones
night.
basic.
Nick was annihilated.
I was in the fucking wedding. I was in the fucking wedding party. I wasn't best man, but
Nick was fucking annihilated and hitting on the marine biologist chick.
I don't think I'm doing a wedding party though. Like I want
The one that's married has 2 kids
really,
now.
really cheap.
Well, yeah, one of those kids looks surprisingly like you.
That we biked
enough.
out to visit tonight.
Yeah, again, the kid looks surprisingly like you.
It's a wedding plan.
You were at a wedding party. I remember pictures of you in like a blue dress at a wedding party. And you were like by far the shortest person, which
I was.
Okay.
The girl who was standing next to me was so fucking tall too.
Yeah, they put you behind the fucking. Hey, here's this 7-foot giant. Let's put you right beside her.
Yeah, she was like super pure pretty too. So it's just really awkward because I really like tall women. Like it's my weakness.
And,
so I see a really tall
Lady,
woman. I'm like, ugh,
Lady Lee, for our table decorations, all dollar store.
that's awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I've got a very specific fetish for short and tall women. So let's just say that picture may have been used once or twice.
Women.
Jesus Christ.
Women.
Rob just said Jesus Christ, Greg.
This stuff is like fucking truth serum. Rob, if you invite me to your wedding, I will give a speech.
Is that a threat? I don't know what the hell to take that.
Rob, if you invite me to your wedding, I will run interference on Greg.
Oh, listen. Me and Scott giving a speech would be fucking epic.
Oh, how'd you
Hold
go?
on a second.
Because
You're asking Rob to invite you to our wedding.
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck all y'all.
We know we're gonna get a response from Rob.
Because you have enough sense to not invite us, but Rob maybe doesn't quite know us well enough.
Like I said, I'm limiting it. I'm fucking limiting it like super tight. So I don't care.
No, I got.
We gotta have all the presidential people.
And Lady Lee, we don't need an invite, but we will still show up.
I love it. I was just having a piss. I'm like, I hear Rob saying, "Is that a threat?"
Me and Scott giving a speech because I feel like I would just give a Greg speech and Scott would kind of control me a little bit. He'd keep me on a leash.
Oh shit! You didn't invite Jamie.
Oh, fuck you, Jamie.
You know the Obama and Keegan Peel.
I didn't think you guys would be that interested,
right? And where he did Keegan Michael Peel was behind Obama, but Obama gave the speech, and Keegan Michael Peel was like doing the translation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
It's because I looked super fucking gorgeous in that makeup that the girl did. She did a fucking excellent job of my makeup. And my hair looked amazing.
Yeah, ready. Are we ready to talk about our beers?
Yeah, why not?
No. I need to hear more of the plans of crashing my wedding.
Oh shit!
No. It's only Russell says no.
I mean, listen. I can provide a pool for your wedding. Like, there you go.
Jamie, we don't need an invite, according to Scott.
Just get all the bridesmaids to fucking jump in.
What? You remember you showing me your nasal? You got done.
Nails, not nasal. Nails.
I thought I said navel.
I got really fancy nails done.
I thought it was like her showing her fucking like her piercing or whatever. I'm like, yeah, she's had that for a while.
Wait, you guys haven't talked about your beers yet?
My mom showed my grad picture to one of our family friends, and he looks at me. He's like, "I love my picture, but why the nose rings? Like the browsers are so bad." And I'm like, because I want them. It's like I understand. Like I've had my ears done. I wanted to get my eyebrow because the eyebrow look nice. But why would you get your nose done?
You just say to that. Just be like, well, because at the time I didn't want to get my clitoris pierced, but now that I have my clitoris pierced, I don't need any more nose rings.
I need more nose rings.
Wow.
More nose rings. I'm gonna do it all. It's the gateway piercing, right? Now I'm gonna pierce my nipples and my septum.
Wait. Nipples. Make sure the piercings are flashing colors.
I'm not touching. No.
Like a flashing butt plug.
No, like the amount of chafing I deal with when I'm running, I couldn't imagine if I had fucking pierced nipples.
You're not running in your wedding.
Rob was saying that his buddy got his piercing caught in a dock.
Yeah, this is why I have nothing pierced, because I have enough trouble getting my normal body parts caught on stuff without fucking worrying about piercings and shit like that.
I
I
want
got a flag
to
stuck on my
end
nose
my
ring.
life.
That was fun.
I want to end my life with the same amount of holes I started out.
I mean, yes, I'm with you. Oh my God, Scott, you and I still need to give a wedding speech at our wedding. It's gonna be amazing.
I used to have a Monroe. I used to have a tongue piercing. I used to have a couple more ear piercings, and that's it. I didn't go crazy.
B. Russell says, "What about those goth chicks who like to get tiny chains hanging from their noses?"
I mean,
Do you know how terrified I'd be to get that yanked? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they each their own. I fucking hate these piercings that go here that you look like a bull. I'm not a big fan of those.
septum.
But yeah, septum, whatever. But I don't know. To each their own. If you want to do that, your body, do what the fuck you want. But I don't want to. There's a guy in one of our adult oriented groups that he has fucking like on the bottom of his dick he has fucking like 6 or 7 piercings that like fucking rings that go up his shaft. It's like, no, thank you, good sir. But hey, I'm glad you enjoy it. Like
that's what it is. Like, whatever. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it.
There's
Yeah.
a girl I dated like maybe 25 years ago. She had back piercings and a chain that went like, so this is the back.
Of course
so
it.
Piercing. No, on the back. Piercing. Is it corset? And then the chain went all the way around it. I'm like,
yeah, it's called a corset piercing. It's might be a little bit different how she had it, but it's you tie it in the back and then you have like a ribbon or a chain that goes into it, making it look like you have a corset on your back. It's a corset piercing.
Yeah.
So instead of discussing your fetishes, can we talk about the beer?
I like talking about fetishes.
I mean, I know you do, but
all right.
I got to talk. Hold on, I'm trying. I got a burp coming out, but all right, ain't coming. All right, it's like stuck right down here. Okay. All right. Well, first we're gonna deal with a few things, okay? Because me and Lady Lee have some business to deal with. But
yes, we do.
First, we're gonna talk about the beer that I officially brought, that Nick can put on the record as the beer I brought. So Eggenberg Erbach, 23 degrees. I don't know what 23 degrees means. I assume it has something to do with the ABV or something. Yeah, the gravity. Fuck gravity. It doesn't exist. That's just something the libs made up. Anyways. So this beer is fantastic for the right kind of person. It is very sweet. Now, Eggenberg, I don't know. Are they the same ones that do the fucking Santa Claus? I'm not sure if it's the same one. Anyways, I kind of assume they might be, but if they aren't, then they aren't. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Oh, I had a burger tonight. That burped up real nice.
Boy.
So this is they actually call it a pale double bock, not a doppelbock. But anyways, for anyone that's had a bock, doppelbock, double bock, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's a very sweet. I believe it's a lager. It's a very fucking sweet malty forward beer. This one is due. Now, for 9.6%, is it as sweet as I'd probably expect it to be? No, it's actually fairly well balanced. It's actually a very nice beer. Now, that's not to say it's not sweet. It is very sweet, but just not as sweet as I expected. So there you go. I threw you a curveball there. Do I taste the 9.6% alcohol? No. If you gave this to me and told me it was like a 6%, it definitely tastes like a strong beer. But if you gave this to me and told me it was a 6%, I would absolutely believe you. No question about it. I'd absolutely believe you. It's very nice, very malty beer. If you're looking for something that's kind of a sipper, but you could probably down it if you really wanted to, this beer works. Now, my one thing is based on the theme of tonight, would it make a good hobo beer? I don't know. I feel thank you, Lee. I don't know if this would make a good hobo beer because this to me maybe a good winter hobo beer. Like if you're kind of like going out to the park, having a couple beers in the winter, this might kind of work. I don't think I'd want to drink this on a sunny day. even if my goal was to get drunk, I just feel there's beers that would go down cleaner. And again, this has a lot of flavor, and this could also be my issue with Space Age Sunshine too, which is 11.2% off the top of my head. Maybe I'm slightly off on that, but would I want to drink it on a sunny day and under a bridge? Maybe it's shady under a bridge, but I just feel, to me, this is a beer that feels like not something I'd really want to chug out of the bottle or chug out of the can, despite the fact it would make an excellent weapon. It's almost like a little too fancy for that. That makes sense. Again, I don't want to judge anyone, alcoholics, hobos, or anyone otherwise. I don't want to say, hey, this is too fancy for you. But I just kind of think I try to put myself in the position. I'm like, would I really want to drink this? And I'm not sure if I would. So I'm looking at this from two very different point of views, where I actually think this is a really good beer, but I'm not totally sure I'd want to drink it if I was down on my luck and I was just looking to chug it to, get a good buzz going. So what are we rating this as? This is going to be a Doppelbock or a double bock, as they call it. It's a double bock. It's really good. It is smooth as fuck. Again, also a little bit on the sweet side, but not as sweet as I'd expect. Style-wise, I'm going to give it a safe rating because Doppelbock's not really something I drink a ton of. I'm going to give it a safe rating of 9, where, again, it's kind of my rating of it's very good, probably among the best I've had, but I don't remember what I've had with Doppelbocks because for some reason 10% beers make me forget stuff. Personal enjoyment, I'm also going to give it a 9. Now, I will also say hobo enjoyment, I'm going to knock it down to a 7.5. I feel it's just a little too sweet that I don't think I'd want to drink this under a bridge. So that's my hobo enjoyment rating. But as a Greg enjoyment, this is really good. It's a 9 out of 9. I would highly recommend it. It's also fairly reasonable price. I mean, for a bottle that's almost 10%, for under $4, it's like $4.90. It's like $3.96 or something. Very reasonable price. So I like it. It's also something, but here's the caveat. I also wouldn't want to drink a bunch of these. If you give me 3 of these, I think I'd be good with 1, maybe 2. I don't think I'd want to drink a ton of these, and that's because the sweetness we'll probably build on it. But it is very good for the 1 bottle I'm having. Now, more importantly, you guys don't give a shit about this beer. You guys care about what I care about, the facts versus crest.
I do.
All right. Let's start with the facts 10%. Not a whole lot of flavor. Again, with the facts 10%, it's surprisingly clean. And this beer has been, since we started. What are we at right now? I don't see a timer, but
9:47.
Oh, there we go. It's 1:03. So we've been an hour and 3 minutes at it. So this has been in the fridge for over an hour. It's surprisingly clean. When you drink it up front, it's almost watery, like shockingly watery for a 10% beer. And then you kind of drink it. Something all those flavors you get that are kind of a little bit off. You get kind of the corn, you get kind of the alcohol, but that kind of comes right at the end. It kind of goes down your throat. Really, it's a surprisingly flavorless beer for 10%, which is actually not a bad thing, because for those of you that remember my review of the Cold Shot 7 point whatever the fuck it was, I hated that beer because it tasted like fucking ass. Didn't matter if it was, and I'm not good ass, bad ass. And that thing tasted terrible. Whereas the 6.0 was great because it went down clean, went down smooth. It didn't have nasty flavors to it. So good on them. Good on facts for this, because this is a really good, really clean 10% beer. Honestly, I could drink like 3 of these if you didn't tell me them. And then at that point, I'd fall asleep, and then you wouldn't hear from me for a while.
Which is good for Hobo beer.
So,
That's what you would get at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'd have a good time, and hopefully I'd wake up. Hopefully I'd wake up with one of the bridesmaids. She'd be complaining that I couldn't perform. I'd be like,
There's no bridesmaid.
"Eh."
There's no bridesmaid.
We're gonna add a couple bridesmaids to your wedding.
And can't perform.
There's gonna be none.
She claimed to be a bridesmaid and took advantage of me. That's terrible. Anyways, let's give the crest 10% a shot. So crest, okay. So it comes in smooth kind of too, like the Fax, but it's got more of a medium body. It's not as watery as the Fax 10%. And it's got kind of a maltiness in the middle, kind of on your tongue, and then you swallow it, and again, you kind of get those flavors. You get corn, you get alcohol in the end. Are you laughing at my beer review? Don't.
No, I'm laughing at Rob. He made a sound when you were doing the review. He went as you were doing the review.
Oh, let me swish this for you, Rob.
Swish. Gargle.
Mm-hmm.
He gargled it. He's basically showing you what he would do.
Now spit.
Oh,
He's reached his bisexual beer letter.
No,
Backwash.
No, Nick, I do not spit. I swallow.
That's right.
Great.
And I didn't use any teeth during that either. So bonus.
Wow.
So you know what? Right now I'm pretty happy with both of them. They're. I mean, again, I am a little bit in right now. So,
They hit hard.
they do. Well, I'm drinking 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah, you surpassed me, but I'm a little person who doesn't drink a lot. So.
This is an interesting comparison because the Fax is cleaner. I still maintain I think the Fax is the better hobo beer because, again, you're kind of looking to get your buzz as quickly as possible and probably not have any aftertaste. I also have water with me. Does a hobo always have water with them? I don't know. I guess they can drink it out of the river or something. But they maybe don't have always water with them. So the Fax 10% is still the cleaner beer. But with the crest, I feel you're getting a little more flavor out of it. Now, last time I had crest, I'm getting a lot of burps out of this too. I feel that there was a more off flavors with the crest, and I don't feel it's so much of the thing nowadays. Yeah, you've just got a little bit more maltiness. Honestly, these beers aren't that different. You get a little bit more maltiness with the crest, a little bit more flavor, a little bit of a off bitter flavor towards the end. So what does it come down to? Would you rather the cleanness of the Fax, or would you rather slightly more flavor, but I'll be honest, a little bit of an off flavor, not too bad, on the crest? Ultimately, I'm still going to go with the Fax in this comparison. I still think it is the better hobo beer. But whereas it was a wider margin last time I compared them, I'm going to say it's a closer margin now. So, and I'm only going to give these a hobo beer rating. I'm not going to give this a fucking style or bullshit, my own personal rating. I'm going to give this as a hobo beer under a bridge. See, it's working because I'm already making up words. Fax 10% is still my 10 out of 10 best hobo beer. Crest 10%. What did I give this beer? I think I give this like a 7.5 or something, right? Or I don't even remember. Maybe Nick wrote it down. Fuck was that? I think one of my dogs just puked. Honestly, they're not that different. Crest has a little more flavor, a little bit of an off flavor. As a hobo beer, it's a 9.5. It's good enough. Like it's if we're probably comparing prices, then I mean, I might favor it a little bit more to Facts because you get that extra 20%. But they're both good Hobo beers. There's not really much I can complain about either one of them. If I had to get drunk off 2 cans of each of them and at 10 in the morning, I wouldn't really complain about either one. So again, Facts 10, Crest 9.5. They both do what they need to do.
I agree.
Their prices are similar enough that it's kind of like it's sort of like splitting hairs. It just comes down to, do you want a little bit more multi flavor in the Crest? Because it is a British beer, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep. I think
So I mean that actually makes sense to me because the British usually have a little bit more maltiness in their beer, and the Facts is a fucking Viking. It just fucking does its job. It doesn't bullshit you. So there you go.
Mm.
I would be drinking either one of these. In fact, both of them before Lee's wedding, before I give a speech.
Wow. Lady or
I'm
Mr.
happy you
Lee?
didn't say Rob's wedding.
Be right before Mr. Lee's wedding, isn't it?
The speech would involve Rob Hardy, Bob Hardy, and probably some penis.
Wow.
Probably. I wasn't
I
guaranteed.
mean, probably.
Well, it depends when Scott decides to cut me off. Like I'll be the one talking, and Scott will be like, "No, Greg, hold on there. We're gonna just."
You get along with my dad really well.
Scott would be the bartender.
Oh, I know I'd get along with your dad really well because both of us hate cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just better at kicking its ass than I am. So far, anyways.
So far. Now it's just the Parkinson's and the strokes that have him.
Nah, that's not gonna.
Not yet.
I mean, spoiler, but he's gonna outlive all of us. So he's gonna be doing this show alone when we're all dead. So. Hi, welcome to Bob Hardy's BA 101. Here's what I think of this new British beer I just bought.
All right, let's bring her over to Lady Lee. She can talk. Let the lady talk.
All right. Give your review. Say it loud.
I don't know which one was which. The first one.
The first one is Crest.
First one it was yummy. It was really sweet. The second one
Facts.
was more vinegary. But they're very similar. Like, other than those two points, so I disagree.
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah, I heard it for the most part.
Okay, so he said the Crest was sweet, like it had a sweet taste to it, and what else did you say about it, sir? Okay, he said it was sweet and he really enjoyed it. The Facts, he said, was a little bit more vinegary tasting. Wow. And he still liked it, like it's not a good taste to it, but he preferred the Crest over the Facts.
Oh, wow! So Rob had flipped because I think he liked the Facts last time.
Yeah, he did. Our drinks are warmer, so they got warmer as long as we went because, like I said, they were in the car when we were at the restaurant, so they warmed up a bit. And I tried to cool them as much as I could before we drank, but
yeah, I would say it's not even cold.
it's what?
It's nowhere near.
Yeah, it's nowhere near. It's not. We have like spot level warm beers right now. Actually, it's not that bad. They're chilled, slightly chilled.
Well, to be fair, you're experiencing them in their proper environment.
No, I'd say give them both an 8.
Both an 8?
Yeah, and I just prefer the sweet taste.
Well, then that would be like an 8.5 or 8.25. Okay. Anyways, Crest gets a what? 8.5 or 8.25? 8.25. Facts gets an 8.
I feel there's some coaching going on here.
He said they were the same, but he preferred, and I was like, there has to be a difference percentage-wise. Like it has to be.
I mean, it can be minuscule preference.
Yeah, you gotta have you gotta show that there's a preference. You can't just be like, oh, they're tied, but I prefer one or the other.
Wow.
I do not accept that answer.
She's already the wife, even though she ain't married yet.
Thank you. Okay, so beers. I'm almost done. It's funny because I think I'm gonna flip as well for Hobo beers. Because drinking them, like Greg said, the Fax is like cleaner. It has less of a flavor to it. It kind of goes down smoother, I find, versus the crest has a bit of a sweetness to it. And while I prefer flavor-wise, I do prefer the crest. The Fax, I feel like if I was drinking this and I was drinking more than one, and especially I was drinking warm. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, I was drinking more. I would get kind of bored of that or annoyed of that like sweet flavor. Like it would just like be overwhelming for me. I prefer the flavor, like the less flavor over the more flavor as like a continuously drinking beer. So in this category specifically, I think that the Fax would be the winner because one, for 10 cents more, you get 20% more. So you can't complain. Like it is like a decent size difference. Like that's a good size difference for a can. And if I
if you actually look down, the Fax can is noticeably fatter than like if you look at them both downwards, the Fax can is noticeably fatter too.
Yeah, thicker cock on it.
So
yeah, exactly.
If I was down on my luck and I was looking for alcohol in copious amounts, I would probably lean more into the Fax because it has a lot more beneficial qualities. The flavor-wise, though, I still do prefer flavor-wise. I still do prefer crest. I think there's like a niceness to it. Like there's a sweetness to it, but there's just something nice about it. Like it's just a little bit different versus this is kind of like a little bit more generic. But this is like splitting hairs. Like I don't find them crazy different, and I enjoy them both quite a lot. Like these are probably the dirtiest beers to drink, and I prefer them over a lot of other beers that I've had. Like any sort of fucking Budweiser, Coors Light, whatever. Like these are still way above them. Like they just
these are actually shockingly better than a lot of lower ABV beers. These are a lot better than any of the Molson Cold Shots. Better than Budweiser. Better than Molson Canadian. Like they're surprisingly better tasting than a lot of shit that they should be worse.
Drinking them warm too. Like I'm at the point where they're like relatively warm. Like they still have a lot of flavor to them and they don't taste bad. Like there's so many of those beers, as soon as they get like slightly less than fucking chilled, like super fucking cold, they taste nasty as fuck. Like these still have a good amount of flavor. These still taste fucking good. And they're on the warm level now. Like, and like they're 10% beers. They don't fucking drink like 10% beers. No. Like not in the least. Not at all. Yeah, because I remember drinking, like, I can't remember what it was, but someone gave me a beer and I had the first few sips and I was like, okay, this is not too bad. And then I forgot about it, went back to it, and I was like, wow, I can't drink this. It tastes fucking nasty. And it was like a 5% fucking beer. And like, these are 10%. Like, they do their job. They do their job right. Like, they were like, here's the assignment, and we got it fucking done. Like, yeah. I think I have enough of both. I'm gonna combine them.
No.
Lee made a cuvee.
All right, we're doing it.
The best response was Rob in the background. No.
Oh, he fucking screamed. I have some chalet sauce in my fridge too, but I won't do that to Lady Lee. Or Lady Lee and I are on good terms tonight, so I won't ruin our friendship right now.
Get it. Get the sauce.
Get the sauce.
Get the sauce, Greg.
I find the Fax comes out more than the crest. It like tames out the sweetness of the crest, and that can tend to like because there's like a little bit of bitterness to Fax. It's not like crazy, but I find it like tames it out. Or I mean, I find you taste that, but you taste less than sweetness.
I absolutely, actually 100% agree with you. I was about 50-50 on this mix, and yeah, it tastes more like Fax 10% than it does crest. So whatever the fuck Fax does, it seems to cancel out the crest sweetness.
Yep. Yeah, it just overtakes it. Like it just.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like this basically just tastes like a Fax 10% at this point. So
yeah. So I have a Fax. I made myself another Fax, a little sweet Fax. It's a little sweet. Okay, so ratings.
Nothing but the Fax.
What?
Oh,
alternative Fax.
You want to try it? You said you were gonna fucking put me on the couch.
Are you going on Rob's casting couch?
Wow.
No, he said if I mix them, I was sleeping on the couch, and now he wants to try it. Did you just take it away from me?
It almost seems like Rob might be a bit of a dick.
He is a bit
Did
of a
we?
dick.
Did Laylee give any scores?
Oh, it's fucking nasty.
He said it was nasty.
I can't remember if Laylee gave any scores or not. She gave preferences. I don't know if she gave scores.
Okay. So, ratings.
Ruined a good thing.
Shut up. Ratings.
What?
The Crest. Okay, we're gonna go straight Hobo beer. That's what I feel like we rated it as. So I'm not.
Of course.
We all know Crest is my preferred one, but I say that Fax is the better Hobo beer. So Fax gets a 10 out of 10 for being a best Hobo beer. They get the winner. It's got a good size. It's got a good flavor. Like I said, it kind of doesn't have like crazy amount of flavor. Even as it gets warm, it still isn't like super fucking offensive, and it still tastes good.
Did you say that Crest or Fax gave you?
Fax gets a 10.
Okay.
Because it's the better Hobo beer. It's there. It has all the qualities there. Like they did it right. Crest. I'm not going far behind with Crest. Crest gets like 9 point. You know what? It gets 9.9. It's gonna get really close because they're literally, like I said, they're literally identical. I do like the flavor better. It just doesn't do it as right. Fax gets the crown. Crest gets a solid second for Hobo beer.
Wow.
The end.
And what did you have like a personal enjoyment or score or either one?
I didn't think that we were for Crest and Fax.
We don't have to.
You can still do them if you want.
Okay, Crest gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Crest is dirty beer that's delicious.
For overall?
And Fax is going to go 9.5. Fax is going to go a little bit less. Because I like the sweetness over the bitterness.
So Fax
it's the other way around for Hobo beer.
Huh?
Yeah, Fax Wins is the Hobo beer, but it's better as a personal enjoyment beer.
Yeah. But Fax absolutely wins the Hobo beer. I 100% agree. Fax gets the crown for the Hobo qualities.
Which again, this beer, absolutely, as a beer nerd, every single person here, I think, as a beer nerd, would prefer this beer. But as a Hobo beer, it's not as good as the other two.
Yes, this one is the winner. This is the crowned jewel of Hobo beers.
Oh, mine's still like surprisingly full. It's got like this much left in it. I'm gonna have a good night tonight.
Well, you're gonna have to drink the rest though, Greg, right now.
I have a little bit less.
I mean, I'm gonna continue to slowly drink it throughout the evening. I'm looking forward to you and Scott's reviews.
It's like droning on at this point, so you better hurry up. All right, so thank you, Lee. Let's move on to the Scott.
Kitty!
With a pussy in his lap.
Me and Lee gave a very thorough review, so fuck you and your droning on. We gave a very comprehensive review of our products, Nick.
I think we did a good job.
I had
we did an excellent job, and Nick will not take that away from us.
All right. You ready for my review?
Yep.
Yes.
I gotta piss like a racehorse, but I'm still gonna listen.
This is one of my most challenging beers to drink.
Wow.
It smells like apples and corn. It probably was. Bitter up front, bitter at the end. You can taste the 10% that this beer has, the 10.1% that this beer has. It has a very nasty aftertaste, and it doesn't get better with age. Drinking it cold, I don't know. Drinking it warm, terrible. Is it a Hobo beer? Yeah. 10 out of 10 on a Hobo scale. But we don't measure hobos here. Because I'm the 10 out of 10 Hobo. No one else is a better Hobo than me. Style. It's a high gravity lager, right? I'm going to give this high gravity lager a 9 out of 10. Because it's exactly what it is. High gravity lager, tastes like shit. Personal enjoyment, 2 out of 10. It's a beer. I can't. That's the basic thing I can give it. It's a beer. So If it wasn't a beer, I'd give it a 1 out of 10. But I'm not that bad. 2 out of 10 for personal enjoyment. I would rather any other 10% beer. I would rather any other high gravity beer. I would rather any other lager beer, because this is a lager, unfortunately. But I don't have any beers. This is the only beer I have.
Give it a 2.
So I won't drain pour it because it's the only beer I have. I threw up in my mouth a little bit when I drank it.
Ew. Ew.
I need a drink. That's my review.
A better beverage?
Need some rum there, Scott?
I will go get some rum.
So, Scott, just to clarify, it's 10 for Hobo, 9 for style, 2 for overall enjoyment.
Yep.
Right. There you go. All right. So now my turn to discuss what I think about this beer. Okay. Well, it's I think Scott's already set the stage of what we should think about this kind of beer. I don't think it's quite as bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm only drinking it. I'm drinking this, and I'm drinking it against my recollection about Fax and Crest. I remember not liking Crest as much as Fax, and I've had Fax way more often than Crest. I think I've only had Crest maybe twice. I think we did a BA 101 of it, and I think I reviewed it once because somebody sent me a can from Ontario. I think Chad. Molson Dry 10.1%. It's exactly what it says it is. It is definitely a hobo beer. It's one of those beers like as far as price goes, like if you're talking about price versus ABV versus the flavor you get out of this kind of thing, or the enjoyability, drinkable experience, it's definitely kind of on par with Fax 10, but I'd give the nod to Fax 10 over this. I think this is actually pretty. It's sweet. Let's not like dick around the bush here. This is actually kind of a bit on the sweet side for a beer. I think it's very smooth. I think it's quite like drinkable for such a high ABV product, but at the same time, you knew going into this thing that this is going to be one of those beers that's going to kick your ass, and it's going to be like, when you first take a sip of it. For the style, I'm gonna give it an 8. When it comes to high ABV lagers, it's like there's better out there. This is definitely serviceable. Overall enjoyment, give it a 6. I don't hate it, don't love it. When it comes to Hobo beers, it's a 9.5, and I'm gonna give that a 9.5 because it's not. I like this better than Crest. I don't think I like this better than Fax 10.
Ew.
That's kind of where I'm at with this one here. I don't hate it.
I haven't had it, but fuck you.
Well, maybe you should try it at some point.
We need to add this into our future potential Hobo beer reviews, because I feel there's some fighting words Nick just introduced there.
If you guys can get a can of this in Ontario somehow, we can definitely do a BA 101, because I still have more of this shit that I'm.
Where was?
I even have one more can I can give to Scott.
Where was the Molson Canadian brewed?
No.
Nick.
What?
Where was the Molson Canadian brewed?
That's a good question. I'm gonna guess it's probably brewed in one of those regional centers that.
Moncton.
Yeah, it says Molson Coors Canada, Chilliwack, Toronto, Longueuil, Moncton, St. John's. So it's like they have regional breweries across the country. One of the largest one beers.
Probably fucking brewed in Toronto, and we still can't get it.
Rob just said that.
Yeah. Did you guys check the beer store to see if you could get it at the beer store?
Can't get it at the beer store.
I almost think like probably the closest maybe it's like when
Rob
it's
just
not
said he
sold.
knows shit, so they sent it off to other provinces.
He's not wrong. it's almost like one of those. Is like I feel like this is definitely Quebec centric beer, but why it showed up here in New Brunswick?
We're neighbors. We're neighbors to Quebec.
You guys
Yeah, I would like to have other Quebec beers other than this, but I don't know.
I just
All right.
Googled this.
So I'm going to circle back around. Let's go with Greg and say.
No, I just Googled this, and there's a so our Fax Extra Strong is $4.35, but we have the 20% more. The ANBL has a Fax 10%, but $4.73, so the regular size can at $3.98. That's all.
This was $16. This was $15.99 for a 4-pack, so it's the same price as a Fax 10.
And Fax is better. So Fax is the best sellable beer. That is all I have to say.
All right. Well,
That's right.
we also have to put it up for vote here. Greg, of all the beers you heard here tonight, which one do you like? You have tried?
Is that even a thing tonight?
Yes and no.
So
There's only 2 beers. You have to choose one, and you can't choose zero.
That's true. You've already had most of the beers here.
So just having a little snack there.
Me too.
Well, Lady Lee has the same beers I have, so obviously I don't really need to taste her beers because Blue might taste her beers. So it's between Nick and Scott that have the same beer. So let's play the game of guessing. Each of you guess a number between 1 and 1,000.
6.
500.
Sorry, what did you say, Nick? 6?
6.
And what did you say, Scott?
500.
Okay, so my number was 777. So Scott wins. So I vote for Scott's beer.
All right, Lee, all the beers you're here tonight. Correct.
Why would I vote for?
Yeah, but which one?
The third one, the odd one, the only one that I didn't have.
Oh,
I think for the majority of us who are a little bit more beer nerd centric, I think this would be a very nice alternative 9.6% beer.
What does Rob vote for?
Yeah, what does Rob for? Does Rob like this beer?
2, that's for sure.
For Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
All right.
Greg's odd man out beer. The only one that's different.
All right. And let's go to Scott. Scott, of all the beers you have.
Greg.
That just trailed off. There we go.
All right. And I'm going to say, fuck you, Greg. I'm just going to leave it at that, actually. No, I was going to say, yeah, of course. I don't feel like it's kind of meeting up with the same spirit of the show where we're trying to go for a can of high gravity lager like this, where you brought it.
I think his explanation is very valid.
No,
I mean, the same point. It is like it was those European lagers. Some of them are actually like pretty cheap compared to the beer prices here for some reason. And yet it's like one of those quality European brands. I don't know. I suppose like Fax 10 could fall in the same umbrella as well, because it's not a terrible beer for the. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna vote for Lee's Fax instead of Greg's.
There you go.
That's my
fuck you, Greg.
Doesn't change. It's still a fuck you, Greg vote. I'm gonna say that Greg still wins for it though.
Hey, listen. It's a reasonable fucking. Okay, I want to summarize this show because I feel. Here's the thing. Yes, do I think us beer nerds? Would probably enjoy this more than the other beers? Probably we would. I think we would. But for the theme of the show, honestly, both Fax and Crest, I think here's the kind of thing we've discovered. And maybe Molson. I haven't tried Molson, so I can't comment on it. But these high gravity lagers are shockingly good for what you expect from them. If you're comparing them to your Budweiser, your fucking Canadian, your cold shot, your 6% cold shot, your 7.1 cold percent. These are honestly, both these beers are better than those are. regardless of the ABV, yes, these will get you fucked up quicker, but they're surprisingly better, like tasting, than those beers. And again, I really want to try the Molson 10.1%. Do I think it'll be great? Probably not, because again, it's Molson. I don't usually like their products that much, but I'm looking forward to trying it because I feel like there's a weird thing where it's like you expect a high ABV, cheap gravity, cheap lager, whatever. My words don't work right now. To be like awful, and it's actually not that awful. Like neither Fatch or Crest are awful beers. They're both just kind of very basic lagers that are very high ABV. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, can Molson match this? I'm actually super looking forward to trying Molson 10% because I want to try that fucking shit and see if it actually is good or not good or whatever. But I think we've proven is that hobos are living a pretty good life. We should not help them at all.
Jesus Christ. No. Don't push it.
Hobos are not living a good life.
No.
Oh, I love how I was getting lady support until the very end, and I fucked it up. It would be like at her wedding. Where I'll say a lot of things. I'll make everyone cry. All the bridesmaids, all the mothers of the brides will cry, and I'll say something about anal sex at the end. It'll ruin everything.
Butthole.
You think I have more than one mother?
You have more than one brother?
More than one mother.
Oh, mother. Okay.
Mother.
I'm assuming you have more. You have one mother, but I don't know what Rob Hardy was into in the 70s. So
Yeah, but one mother. I can only come out of one mother.
yeah, you never know. Science is magical nowadays.
Physically impossible for you to come out of two mothers. Wait, no. If the mothers are conjoined twins that have a shared lower body, you could technically have two mothers.
I could, but my mom isn't. So that's out of the question.
All right. I'm gonna say that Greg won the show.
Scott, Nick's so happy about it.
Yay.
To be fair,
right.
I did bring a gun to a hobo glass bottle fight.
Wish you luck. You get Black Bull 10%. Brewed in Guelph. Would be great to compare these beers. Black Bull's surprisingly good. That's coming from Albelino Reno. I've had me and Scott have both had Black Bull. That is actually pretty decent.
Yep.
So I think
I would definitely have a Black Bull over this stuff.
So I think the consensus between me and Lady Lee, who are the hobo experts, is that these two are our top beers. But anytime there's a beer that could challenge that crown, I will happily entertain doing another head-to-head.
I'll do the head-to-head with you, but I'm a lot pickier, so.
Do head with you?
Mm-hmm.
Head-to-head, not head with him.
Sure.
He might be past his 2.5 beers, but that's not happening.
Wow, that's a completely different situation.
Wow.
Tip to tap.
Yeah.
I got to bring the pool in for that.
Right. All right. I think we haven't discussed what next week's beer is.
Do we have an extra beer?
I don't know.
Not one.
Like I had kind of thought like maybe we do this one, but you guys can't get that in Ontario, so fuck that.
Don't do it.
Huh?
Don't do it.
Yeah, especially Scott can't get it anymore unless you buy him another one.
I don't want another one.
Okay, if we do it again, I'll absolutely pay for Scott to have another one.
So actually, I'm gonna put it up to what's Lady Lee think, because what would like how you go like you're only able to show up on our show for another next couple of weeks.
No, I can still
What do you
show
want
up.
to do next? What?
Anything that's like higher ABV, I can't do. Like I can do, like this one was 2 high ABV beers, so I wasn't able to do it during a work day.
So yeah, so she doesn't want to get annihilated when she has to get up at 7 a.m.
Yeah, because I have to teach kids. Well, I have to teach adults, but
They
it's
got
really
Louise.
unprofessional.
They're basically just like dumb kids.
Yeah. No.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
do have 2 beers that I know I can get. We can get in Nova Scotia. I've got Czech Bar Dark, and I've got Guinness Extra Stout.
Okay, I think we can get both of those, but let's have a quick look.
That is if Mr. Lee is available for a show. Those are ones that are being saved for kind of if he's around.
I mean, no offense to Mr. Lee, but he's not the most reliable, whether he is. So, I mean, if he is, that's great. But, okay, let's see. Check for No, nobody puts baby in a corner.
I think this is going to be one of those things where we're just going to have to discuss it offline. So we'll be back in the episode next week. We just don't know what beer.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there's so much blinking going on.
I mean, Czech Bar Dark is absolutely available. I don't remember what the other one you said is, but Czech Bar Dark.
Czech Dark I cannot get.
All right.
All right, we're gonna have to work. We'll talk about this offline. Talk to you guys later.
Penis.
Penis.
Penis.